Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Crossroads Winter. Playing for today, spawning in the north, we have Haaallow playing as Ostheer, immediately going for Storm. In the south we have DaPope playing as Soviets, immediately going for Guard Motor Coordination. In terms of rankings, Haaallow around rank 110, DaPope around rank 90. So 3 conscripts, 2 combat engineers, pretty standard stuff there from DaPope. Should probably have switched the focus fire of this squad onto the Grenadiers as they're running past there to maximize damage onto them. Instead of just blasting away at the squad behind the cover. Machine gun, a little bit inactive for Haaallow. Maybe could have got involved. Does have this side reasonably well scouted, I would say. With the pioneers down there. You can see on the back of this much better territory control for DaPope. Need to get that machine gun a little bit more involved. Fire's coming in. Doesn't quite have enough munitions for the flamethrower, so that building quite a big obstacle. Machine gun just here left out there. It's quite bad at this stage. Here comes the flamethrower for DaPope. So you just really cannot afford to leave a machine gun camped out like this in these early game engagements, just doing nothing. Be almost like, you know, you're not using a squad at all during all these fights, so if you're fighting one squad down, you would of course expect to lose. It's the same story with the machine gun. Perhaps even more so with the MG42 for us here, they rely on it so much. But there we go, I'm getting some work done now finally. We're seeing 2 retreats. These 2 Grenadiers still very low on health. Might still lose that conscript depending on how the model drops go. Need to come into point blank range here. Fighting from light cover is not the way to go. Maybe the pioneers can do enough though. Jumping back into the building, it's a good idea from DaPope. Support weapon structure is down. Got the healing. Looks like he's just about ready to build tier 3 as well. So I know mid bunker back there for Haaallow. Probably what his first munitions expenditure going to be on, given that he hasn't gone for the flamethrower yet. Not going to go for it now. Alright. You're up against double combat engineers, you know, and you've already struggled with the building for this long. I think I probably would just go for the sweepers. At this rank, you know, players do often spam a few mines. Maybe not quite what we see from like Love Nest, for example, but can expect a few mines. It's a little bit risky not having any sweepers. If, you know, Haaallow got the flamethrower like 2 minutes ago or something like that, right when he got 60 munitions. I know Haallow's munitions was a little bit slow this game compared to DaPope's. But then maybe I could see the argument for the flamethrower, but the timing on this was a touch late. Now doesn't have enough for the mid bunker, and there has been a lot of low health Grenadiers so far this game. Getting on top of that now. Haaallow does have the option of going for the Jaeger command squad, of course, so can kind of make up for the lack of munitions by skipping over 1 weapon upgrade essentially. Going for that squad that comes pre-upgraded with the G43s. Cheeky demo charge coming through on the building. Could pay dividends for DaPope. Kind of needs a squad here waiting to see what jumps into the building though. Conscripts could sneak around the corner here. And probably will do so once the combat engineers scout the location on it. Only 1 squad over here. You can see Haaallow branching out to the far side. And leaving himself a little bit exposed on the cutoff. We have a Grenadier coming through now though. Might be able to hold the line. You see the machine gun moving a little bit earlier than this though. Once that squad was already suppressed, Maybe could have started to reposition this back. Soft retreat maybe to here. Start suppressing over here. The greedy arriving. I think it could have worked out okay. But the conscripts rather strangely leave their capture circle. So Haaallow let off easy there. Probably should have lost his fuel. Demo! 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 Oh, too slow. DaPope. Much too slow. Could maybe still get the wipe if they retreat over that mine though. Speaking of mines, there are quite a few, like I was worried about for Haaallow. Grenade out. Do retreat past them though. This squad though could retreat over them. Here comes the T-70 as well. This could be a wipe. No. Slightly off the path. And T-70 not going for the chase down either. No 222 at all from Haaallow. Maybe somewhat giving up on that. Going for the Jaeger command squad instead of the 222. Which is a fine choice. Got some guards coming out now for DaPope. Even though there's no light vehicle, it's just a strong option. And the anti-infantry department as well. Trying to get Telemine down, but no chance. Has to cancel that. You can see nice play from DaPope, bringing out the sweeper to check for those mines. Last thing you want is for your T-70 to go kablam when you're ahead like this. Doesn't quite get the pyro wipe. Okay, coming through now. Faust going to connect, going to slow down the T-70. Did manage to get the decap. Go hit a mine trigger somewhere. Doesn't look like it wiped anything though. There we go, pack connecting. Oh, in fact, going to be in range for a second shot. Ooh, a little bit reckless there from DaPope. He briefly stopped with the T-70 a couple times. Oh, good grenade. Allowed that pack to run into position and fire off two shots like that. Basically, should never allow that to happen, but maybe was trying to sit down with the T-70, stay still, do max damage on the approaching infantry, and that allowed that pack to get close enough. And also the T-70, after taking the first pack shot, didn't back like straight away from the pack. Kind of came off to the side, stayed in the arc for a little bit longer. So yeah, did not get very good value out of that. Going to go for the rebuild on the T-70. Not necessary, I would say. Pope, I think, had strong enough infantry. In fact, they didn't have to build a ZIS either. Maybe could even go for a second squad of guards at this timing. And still do quite well. But goes to rebuild on the T-70. It's going to slow down medium tanks.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Think about switching over. You know, it's both options are fine. You know, T-70 still has plenty of time to work before medium tank arrives. I think either choice is fine for DaPope. Oh, and gets a reward for it. MG42D crew, conscripts nearby could jump on top of it. Big grenade. Oh, big grenade. Both those models that remain quite healthy though, so I don't think the guards could have wiped them. And the conscripts just don't even go for the steal on the machine gun. Very strange. That could have been huge for DaPope. Maybe he didn't realize that he actually got the wipe on it. Finds the pack isolated though. Under pressure. Conscripts turn away from it though. And that allows the pack to make it to the safety of the base. I can understand the guards, you know, they're not very good firing on the move. Disengaging the chase, and they want to go for the decap on the cutoff, but the conscripts, I think, should have stayed on top of that. I think Haaallow got pretty damn lucky there that the pack didn't get decrewed, honestly. Should be thanking his lucky stars.
We
So as you can see, triple cat for DaPope, so Haaallow falling behind on the VPs very quickly. Has been investing into the tech though. Battle Phase 2 coming through now. Got the Zis coming out for DaPope. And DaPope's also going to have to invest into Tier 4 shortly, so it's going to maybe give a timing window for Haaallow to get his medium tank out slightly before DaPope. You know, this is always just a safe option. He's going to need one eventually, and he can always use the barrage on it, so it's not dead weight. But yeah, DaPope with quite a few cut-off maneuvers, really slowing down Haallow's progress towards that medium tank. See, Haaallow saw the Zis barrage coming, dodging away ahead of time with that MG42. And things starting to get a little bit tougher for DaPope now. All the Grenadiers upgraded with LMGs. Conscripts don't have that Sigman upgrade yet, so this is, apart from the T70, a little bit of a struggle for DaPope.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
The T70 is working quite nicely. 8 kills already. Pack coming into quite an aggressive position. He's a little bit low in health. Could maybe use a green med kit on it. Could be an idea. Tier 3 tech coming up. Haaallow a little bit low on manpower. Could even consider maybe holding off reinforcing this Grenadier squad to try and get that tank out a little bit earlier, but not the case. Could maybe hold off one machine gun model. So that is crewed with a Grenadier model, so it's pretty expensive to reinforce at the moment. Don't 100% need 4 models on your machine gun, I suppose. Pack could come through and kill this sandbag, but Haaallow might want to, looks like he's doing that, maybe in fact. Keep the pack's position a mystery to the T70. Coming through now. Probably couldn't expect to miss a lot of shots though. And is just connecting with a lot of shock blockers instead of the sandbags. As for in production now for Haaallow though. Flamethrower did a lot of damage to that squad in the light cover. Sandbags have been destroyed over here. I don't think Haallow's noticed, so the guards winning this engagement conclusively. Could go down on retreat now as well. 2 squads. Combat engineers need to focus fire though. Conscripts running past. A little bit late. Oh, but they do end up going down regardless. MG almost saving the day with the suppression, but not quite. As I said, I think Haaallow expected, you know, given how slowly that engagement was progressing when the sandbags were there, expecting it to continue that way, but with the PTRSs killing off the sandbags, getting caught off guard. Easy mistake to make. Second anti-tank gun, meanwhile, for DaPope. It was a 1v1 match after all. Double anti-tank guns. DaPope a little bit behind on his tech. Probably should have had his tier 4 tech up by now and maybe been very close to a tank. Well, there we go. Clean kill on the T70. And that's exactly what Haaallow needed to start grinding his way back into this match. Already lost over half of his points. He's really been struggling for territory control. But as I said, with DaPope having to invest into that tech, having gone for the second anti-tank gun, having to take a pretty big backward step at this stage. Allowing Haaallow back into this one. Is Haaallow going to go for the reboot on that Grenadier squad? A fine choice. Probably I would be considering a second pyro for the sweepers, but this is a fine choice as well. Looks like DaPope has maybe fallen off in terms of mine planting. So maybe he won't get punished for not having a sweeper at this stage. And yeah, up against double anti-tank guns, you just have to play quite conservatively with your Panzer IV. I don't know if Haaallow has a read that he's up against double anti-tank guns, but
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
if he does, should realise that. This could be a nasty as this barrage. So DaPope lining up for that now. Grandy's getting overwhelmed. Oh! The squad hanging on by a thread. Gets out of there before the second shell connects though. Good shot from the Panzer IV. These conscripts getting very low as well. Could even go down on retreat. Panzer IV focused on the centre though. Still chasing in after the wipe. They retreated down the south as well, so was a bit far for the P4 to chase. Pie's on the front lines though, so can't repair up the damage. Panzer IV coming back in to get repaired up. G43 charging through. Good Molotov on the way in. And that might actually allow the conscripts to win this one. No, you can see DaPope desperately wanted to knock them down to 2 molars, so maybe they'll go down on retreat. Doesn't quite happen.
Our supply lines.
So DaPope, you can see, has been bleeding a huge amount.
Are neutralizing a sector.
Oh, there we go. The mine eventually pays off. T-34-85 in production, but to get that in production has been delaying a lot of reinforcements. And Haaallow, pretty smooth sailing since these guys' Panzer IV out, has been trading really well. Managed to save up for another Panzer IV very quickly to follow this up.
The sector is at risk.
LMG Green is really starting to hit hard. Looks like a couple of them getting upgraded with the ambush camo now as well. So Haaallow, I would say next option has to be another Pyro squad with the sweeper. Asking for trouble if he doesn't go for it, really. Guards would have a vision of that anti-tank gun. Do actually have range on it as well with their PTRSs. Few hits on it, soften it up a touch. P4 coming through for a few hits. Guards, oh boy, they retreat. Don't get punished for it though. Good attack round with the Zis. Second shot missing though. Panzer IV on the move. Really comes down to anti-tank gun positioning now for DaPope, especially with the double anti-tank guns. Getting a mine down there as well. Good to see for DaPope. As it spins around. T-34-85 not coming through. Here it goes now. This is taking a long time to fire, and combat engineer hanging around a little bit long. Gets wiped quite quickly there. A lot of reindeers nearby. And Faust maybe coming through for Haaallow. Anti-tank gun on the road. Under pressure. Should easily get the Faust off here. This doesn't back all the way out. Does have some conscripts there. Could merge into it. Keep it on the front lines. The others is also extremely low on health backing to base. So Both the anti-tank guns are going to back away. Haaallow looking to pounce on the Zis. Doesn't manage to do so. And because, you know, both the Zis on super low health and the T-34 with engine damage can afford to get very aggressive with the with the Panzer IVs at this stage. Has to be very careful though. Remember, no sweepers still for Haaallow.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And triggering a mine there. Points have swung massively towards Haaallow, draining out close to 200 points from DaPope during this phase, while losing maybe about 30 himself. So really putting the boots to DaPope at the moment, who has lost a conscript as well at some stage, as well as that combat engineer we saw go down earlier. Must have missed that conscript. And DaPope never found time to build the heavy mortar as well. Understandable, you know, maybe losing that T-70. That's the manpower expenditure that he would get the heavy mortar with instead. Using the Zis barrage to try and clear off these team weapons. And caught out by the Jaeger command squad ambushing the Zis. And not sure what DaPope is doing with these two squads in the center. He's just bleeding a huge amount of manpower for close to no gain. Gonna get them neutralized there. Coming around the far side. Good connection there with the T-34. Pack back healing actually, so T-34 could get some big damage. Command squad hiding back here, maybe gonna come in for a rear attack on the Zis again. Panzer IV getting repaired up. Another T-34-85 coming in for DaPope, and maybe that's where he takes control of the game. Third Panzer IV coming in from Haaallow as well, and we do have the double Zis. I mean, it really comes to the Zis positioning, which so far has not been terribly impressive. Remember to take them off hold fire, otherwise when you start moving they won't attack. In this case they were stationary, so they did do a little bit of damage to the Zis, forcing it back for some healing again. We can push on to the cutoff now, capping the VP as well. Here comes the 85, got the Zis nearby, not set up though, spinning around. Pack's also nearby. Doesn't quite have line of sight. Gonna need to go for an attack round. Bit of friendly fire from that T-34, knocking out a few conscript models it looked like. Attack round from the Panzer IV, not the Pack. There goes the Pack now, a little bit slow. And Haaallow going for that third Panzer IV. Just the one Pioneer for repairs at the moment. No sweepers as well. Has to be very careful. Oh, this could be the end. Oh, the Zis doesn't quite manage a shot. Maybe the T-34 can get the job done. Close call. Well done by DaPope. Good attack round attempt. Oh boy, but the Zis, was that on negative cover just then? There's no negative cover around here. I thought I saw a negative cover shield on it though. I guess one of his anti-tank guns decrewed. And that's the green light for Haaallow to come in. Could even drop a Stuka dive bomb on that. Wow, getting really good penetration luck on that T-34-85 as well. Manages to recrew the Zis DaPope. Both these tanks battered, but alive. That's the most important thing. Maybe DaPope trying to play a little bit too spread out at this stage. And having the anti-tank guns a little bit too far away from each other, they can't really come into support in those situations. And maybe getting punished for it there as well. But yeah, I think that was pretty good luck from the Panzer IVs to penetrate that, like that number of shots in a row, like land and penetrate on T-34-85.
Enemy has cut off a sector.
This is of course Company of Heroes. That plays a factor, but understandable loss. Heavy mortar now from DaPope. Might hurt his prospects though of building another tank at this stage. You can see he's not going to have the manpower for it, even though he's got the fuel. And given that he just lost a T-34-85, I think he kind of needed to rebuild one of them. Maybe even go for an S-285. I'll probably go for the T-34-85 though. And, you know, Haaallow, only one anti-tank gun, one machine gun. It's not like heavy mortar is going to be mondo effective. It's a curious choice from DaPope.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Be careful he doesn't take a Faust. Oh, here comes the Faust, just driving right in. Doesn't have the hull gun firing here as well. Got to make sure you have that front facing towards the enemy on that T-34. That hull gun makes up such a large proportion of its DPS. Haaallow looking to pounce on this wounded T-34. We have the double Zis. This one's slightly out of range. The guards doing a good job holding their ground. T-34 should be safe. Oh, but the guards are not. Nasty shot. Standing on the road against the Grenadiers as well. Catch you later. Anti-tank gun falling back now. Good Molotov onto the building. Anti-tank gun getting very low. Haaallow coming through with the Panzer IV. Double anti-tank guns lying up on it. Only one of them is vet. And that gets the second shot off. Both of them were vet too. That probably would have been a dead Panzer IV. Vet 2 making such a big difference in these medium tank fights.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Hope getting pressured all the way back now. Using that guard squad really hurting his capabilities to hold off these LNG Grenadiers. We've got a Stuka dive bomb coming in somewhere. On the anti-tank gun, I think. Pope dodging off to the sides. Oh, drops two models and gets decrewed by the Panzer IV. The Packers nearby could maybe come in for the kill on this. T-34-85 is vetted. Popping the marked vehicle as well. But yeah, really well done by Haaallow, bringing in that pack, killing off the decrewed Zis, and I think that puts Haaallow in just about a 100% GG situation. Really have to throw this game to lose from here. Maybe if you could see a steal on that pack. Seems very unlikely. Pope going for another T-34-85. But there's this there. Conscript's nearby as well. Needs to come through with the anti-tank grenade, the Ura anti-tank grenade, before popping the blitz. Okay, picks off one Panzer IV. That's a good start for DaPope to make this comeback. Exactly what he needed.
The sector is at risk.
Haaallow instantly rebuilding the Panzer IV.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Engineers capping, not available for repairs.
We have a new T-34 standing
T-34 trying to contribute, trying to hold on to this
by. An isolated sector.
territory. What little he has, triple cap running and draining out DaPope fast. Now he's falling behind on the VPs.
Only 200 points remain. Double your efforts.
The double T-34-85's out now. Pack was back healing, so unable to force these away at the moment. And generally, if I'm up against T-34-85s like this, I do try and tick tier 4, get a Panther out. I feel like Panzer IV trades just generally don't work out in the Panzer IV's favor. I do prefer the Panther against the 85s. Especially if you're in a comfortable position. Don't feel like, okay, I need to get out of Panzer IV now, otherwise I should lose the game. And if you can, try and get the stall going. Gives you the cheaper reinforcement costs on your Grenadiers in the long run as well. In a very aggressive position, Faust firing through. Pops target weak point. Wow, very well activated. I thought he hit it a touch too late. Maybe can even get the kill. Oh, pack missing. Don't think it would have died anyway, right? I think I was at full health, so it would have survived on 60 health, I think. Very low, but still alive. Panzer IV coming through, but the Zis is in position here. Might be out of position though with the infantry coming through. Could get decrewed potentially. A command squad going chasing, and he's running into the corner closer towards the Grenadiers. Could bring this Panzer IV back in. No, doesn't quite manage the decrew. A command squad not chasing all the way. Panzer IV holding its ground. The drain on DaPope though, he's draining out so fast. Barely holding on to any territory at the moment. All those squad losses really catching up with them.
Supply lines have been cut.
Oh, and not jumping out of the building. Squad inside goes down. Oh no. Well, I finally did end up getting that second squad of Pios with the sweepers. Carrying his Panzer IVs back up quite quickly. Pope might need to pull the trigger on using some munitions on crew repairs here. I feel like I need to get these tanks back up to full strength as fast as possible.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Going for a Katyusha now. Just, okay, I mean he's got the heavy mortar for some indirect as well as the Zis barrage. I would have thought another, maybe another Zis, or a saving for another T-34-85 would be the way to go. Katyusha I'm not so sure about. But you're getting pushed all the way back here, draining out so fast. Coming out to the far side with the Zis. This is here, but spotted by the capture circle, so the Panzer IV can stay at a safe range. Used to be just dashing onto the VP though, I'd say. Resource points not nearly as critical. Both the tanks are up to full strength. Let's see what he can get done with them now. Looks like he's gonna go for a split. This one reversing into the action. Comes a Katyusha barrage onto the tank. Not sure about that one. Big damage onto the T-34 immediately. Backing away now. Squad coming through. Maybe could have gone for the sprint Faust. Missed opportunity. Here comes the pack though advancing. Not quite into range. So setting up facing this angle. Panzer IV coming around the side. Panzer IV is keeping that tank at bay. And the Pope just going to drain out on the VPs. Did finally get onto this point. It's not going to be in time to turn this one around. So there you go. A bit of a slow start for Haaallow. You know, as I was saying, that MG being AFK on the fuel for such a long time in the early stages really set Haaallow behind. But then, you know, picked off that first T-70 really clean. And that was an important turning point for Haaallow. Got to the medium tanks quite effectively, and then pushed out 2 Panzer IVs pretty much before DaPope getting the 1 T-34 out. I think DaPope investing into that second anti-tank gun, setting his tech back quite a lot. Maybe could have pushed out his T-34-85 earlier if he hadn't gone for that second ZIS, which I don't think you should need double ZIS to fight off 1 Panzer IV. If you've got triple conscripts, a squad of guards, a few mines down, you should be able to hold it off and delaying his T-34-85, maybe hurting him. Overall, the ZIS positioning, though, I'd say a little bit weak for DaPope this game. Felt like they weren't a huge threat to Haaallow at many stages, but Haaallow playing pretty well overall with the Panzer IVs, not really committing too hard at any angle, and end up working out nicely for him. DaPope maybe a little bit careless with a couple of those squad losses as well. And eventually Haaallow turned the tides. Well done. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.